Howdy, Beefalo Bart here, and welcome. Did you know that there was more than one way to actually get the assets from Synty Studios? Typically, whenever you get, and I'll go ahead and fire up Unreal Engine, but typically whenever you go to buy assets for Unreal Engine 4, you go to the marketplace, and well, that's a good way to get your assets. And when you do, they're pretty easy. They get installed and everything goes right in. And so whenever you're setting up things, they go right into this pile, and you get all these different lovely assets to work with. So that's a good way to go. However, you can actually go directly to their store, and I'm going to minimize that. Sorry, I'm working on multi-monitors here. So you do a Google search for Synty Studios, and you can go directly to the asset store or go directly to the site. I'm going to go directly to the site, and by doing so, let's go ahead and make this full screen. You got their website, and you choose to go to the Synty store right there. I'll actually close the other tab. It goes right in and starts showing off their lovely, it starts off at the top, the Polygon series, which I'm quite a big fan of. And I have to admit, I didn't see the fact that, well, it's nice that they're on sale. The Polygon minis, I hadn't seen those before, and might have to check those out here soon. I think my next, I just got this one right here, and this one we're going to use in the example is the Polygon Nature Pack, and I like the looks of it so far. I haven't looked at it yet. I wanted to do it as a first look, but I will showcase how we actually get into that and go from there. Some of my next purchases from them are going to be, I'm going to get the Fantasy Character Pack, the Fantasy Rivals Pack, the City Characters for sure. I'm definitely going to get that one. It's nice to see they're on sale. If you're going to start off with any of them, of course, I love the Western Pack and the Pirates and all that stuff too, but the first one that I would suggest getting is the City Pack and the Heist Pack. Getting those two combined, if you want to use any kind of gun combat, you got guns in the Heist Pack, but there's none in the City Pack. City Pack is well worth getting, for sure. So, top three for modern style stuff is going to be City, Heist, and City Characters. Well worth it. Now, looking at the way this is set up, that I got to check that out too. There are some freebies. There's the Christmas Pack, Pumpkin, the Bow and Crossbow, and I think for this example, we're going to go ahead and do the Bow and Crossbow and the Easter Pack. I don't think I've got the Easter Pack. Let me double check. We've got a few things from their asset store versus actually getting it from the actual Unreal Engine web store, the asset store. So let's go ahead, and I know I've got pumpkins and I've got Christmas. So let's go ahead and open up this one. We're going to add it to cart. See, the price is $0. It's a freebie. Gotta love it. So I want to continue shopping. So we got the Bow and Crossbow. And let's grab the Easter Pack. Add to cart. These are all freebies. Now, it will be pretty much the same thing as if you're going to actually purchase one. So let's go ahead and go to checkout. And you're going to want to put in your information. And I'm going to continue on to payment method. And it will say, please ignore the rest of it. Complete order. Order is being processed. And then it's going to give you the window here for preparing your downloads. This may take a few moments, and then whatever it does, select download now and tell it where you want it to download. So many people, oh, let's download it to your desktop. No, don't download it to your freaking desktop. If you don't know how to use Windows Explorer, then yeah, learn it. Alright, so both of those are done. They're really, really small. So I'm going to go to the folder of which I downloaded them to. And there we go. Bow, arrow, crossbow, experimental. And where was it? Easter pack right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Easter pack for right now. I'm going to select it, I'm going to right click on it and extract to polygon Easter pack. And there we go. Go into it, and as you can see, there's FBX files here. This is a little bit unique. Here's your texture and then your FBX files. If you want to bring these in, all you would have to do is import them directly into a project. And if you go to Unreal Engine 4 and open up a project, now I have not run 420 yet. I've been running 419, but you can actually just go into a new project or whatever you're working on and let it run. So we're going to keep this stream brief. We're going to keep it just on doing this, just to kind of show how you're going to import these items into the game or into the editor. And this is the correct way of doing it if you're going to add these items in here. And these are just Easter eggs and Easter basket. They may work for you, they may not work for you. They're free. You know, the bow and crossbow, I'm going to be playing around with those later, because I do think that would be nice to add those into the Western pack, since you do have some like 6 guns and shotguns and rifles and stuff like that. It'd be nice to go ahead and add in a bow, so you can add, you know, the Cowboys and Indian thing. Alright, so this is almost done loading up. It doesn't take long to get Unreal Engine fired up. But what I really wanted to do was have the editor up and have a project up, so I can create a new temporary project to test out the well, I don't really need to. The next video, which will start shortly after this one's completed. Alright, so this was an example. Don't restore. I don't know what I was working on with this one. This is a project that I was playing around with, just to kind of showcase doing things. Like, as soon as you walk on the pad, you turn white, you go back off, you turn, yeah, blue. Alright, so we've got to go into our asset folder. If you don't have one, make one. And got images. So I'm going to go in here and create a new folder called Easter. And inside there, I'm going to add in a folder called, for now we're just going to call it models. And materials. Now, in the models folder, I'm going to go ahead and do this a couple different ways. You can select import and then find where the files are that you've imported. Scroll through your hard drive to where you actually save them to. And Polygon Easter Pack, FBX, and I can do one at a time, or I can scroll down and hit shift and left click, select them all. And we're not going to change anything because they should all be static meshes. So we're just going to hit import all. It's going to take a moment or so, and it will import all of them. And if they don't have a material applied to them, they're going to have generic materials. Not a big deal. So I'm going to go to materials folder, and I'm going to do the same thing, import, scroll back up, go to textures, and open that one, and there we go. And I created a texture, did not create a material. Whereas all these right here, well, I'm actually going to take that, and all I did was select the first one and then shift left click on that one. And these are all materials. Now these, if you were to open them up, they all got different names, like Lambert 3, Polygon Xmas, Yeah, if you look at the basket, static mesh, as you can see, it's referring to a material, but the material is just white. We want to fix that. So if we were to look at, well, this one again, notice it's saying Polygon Xmas. What is this one using? Polygon Xmas 1. What is that one using? Polygon Xmas 2. Well, we can fix that. But let's look at this. You got your texture. The texture is going to have all your different colors and everything else in it. Everything that you need, and it should be mapped correctly. So what we're going to do is right click on it, create material, and we're just going to call this Easter, but we want to do M underscore so we know that it's a material for Easter. And there we go. That's all good. Now I'm actually going to go ahead and left click, shift left click, and I'm going to delete all of those. They're not working for me anyway. Now I'm going to go into the Easter basket. Now you see everything went gray. Go into the Easter basket and select my material, and I want to find Easter. You can scroll through, and there it is, and save. Now I'm sure that there is a way to do this, and I'm going to shift left click on all of them. I'm going to right click on one of them, and it's been a while since I've done this, so bear with me. Don't want to bulk export. There was a way of doing bulk edit via property matrix, and you want to find the reference to the material that it's using. Your LOD settings, static mesh, body setup, multiple values. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done this. No navigation, import settings, not worried about it. Collision, but there is a way of doing it where you can actually come in here and find the material and change all of them all at one time. And it's probably like staring me right in the eye. Physics type, collision response, complexity. Yep. Yeah, I've only done this a couple times, and it's been a while since I've actually done it. But you can actually go through and actually find where. Try doing it in the search. Looking for the material itself. But you know what? I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. And all you have to do is go into it for the material, search here, and just start typing in Easter, and there you go. It's actually relatively quick to do this. And there you go. Yeah, I'm sorry that I forgot the method of doing that, but there is a way of doing a batch conversion like this, so that you don't actually have to go into each one of them separately and do this. But the way that these were created, they were set up to work with either Unity or Unreal Engine 4. So, hey, it's free. If you have to do a little bit of work to get something for free, then so be it, right? But if you're trying to create an Easter scene or a Christmas scene or something of that nature, then it's well worth it to spend a few moments doing this. If you're like me, you're old and forgetful and forgot how to do the batch conversion, then, you know, if it takes a couple minutes, to get something to work that was free, suck it up, kitten, and do it. Alright, so we're almost done with these, and all I'm going to do is just take them, and I'll drop a few of them into the scene just so we can see what they look like. Yeah, doing the batch conversion would have been a whole heck of a lot faster, but not that big of a deal. But I know me, if I don't go ahead and do all of them, then oh, well, I'll just do a couple just to demonstrate in the video. No, just do them. It only takes a couple moments to do that. I mean, EAS is all I'm typing from the word Easter. And doing that just from my left hand. My right hand is just shoving that mouse around, doing the clicks as needed. So this is doing it the hard way, but you know what? We're done. Alright, so in this pack it was the Easter basket, and I'm just going to grab one, throw it in the map here, and I'm going to go ahead and throw some eggs in there. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just setting up an example. Yeah, I'm not going to get crazy here. But if you want to throw one in here, and let's throw this guy in here, and raise it up. Throw on a bow. Let's go with a nice pretty pinkish purple bow. Slide it over. Now the easy way to do this would be to zero the two of them out, but you get the idea. And we can hit play, take a look at it. There we go. Alright, I hope you found this a little bit helpful and showing you how you can actually get not just, you know, some free assets, but be able to get the items from the actual store itself or from Synty Studios. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and just save this, save all, and I'm going to close this out and start getting set up for the next video, which I'll show the other one. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and we will see you soon.